Hello everyone, and welcome to today's English lesson. In this video, we are going to learn about auxiliary verbs. By the end of the lesson, you will understand how we use do, have, and be in sentences. The three that I've mentioned, do, have, and be, are the auxiliary verbs. So what are auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are also called helping verbs. We call them helping verbs because they help the main verb to form questions, to form negatives, and different verb tenses. The three common auxiliary verbs are do, have, and be, as I mentioned earlier. We want to begin with the auxiliary verb do. The auxiliary verb do is used to form questions. We can also use it to form negative statements and also for showing emphasis, or when we want to emphasize on something. For example, when we want to form a question, we can use do in an example like do you like traveling? Do is the auxiliary verb in this sentence. In negative sentences, we can use do not, does not, or did not. Like for example, she doesn't go home early. She doesn't go home early. That is the negative part of she does go home early. We can also use the auxiliary verb do to show emphasis, or when we want to emphasize on something. Like for example, they do like grammar. They do like grammar. Here we are using do to bring out the emphasis of they liking grammar. Next, we want to look at the auxiliary verb have. The auxiliary verb have comprises of have, has, and had. Have, has, and had. We use have to form the perfect tenses, or to show an action that is complete, or an action that has been completed. We can have examples like I have finished my homework. I have finished my homework. Have in this sentence is showing us that the homework is complete. He has learned a new word. He has learned a new word. Has is telling us that the learning of the new word is already complete. We can also use the auxiliary verb have in the past perfect tense, and here we use had. For example, you can say we had completed the lesson before mid-break. We had completed the lesson before mid-break, meaning that the lesson was already over by the time it was mid-break. Now let us move on to the auxiliary verb be. The auxiliary verb be, which comprises of is, am, are, was, and were, is used to show actions or states, a state of being, an action or a state of being, and in most cases we use it to form the continuous tense. When we talk about the continuous tense, we are talking about the ing form of the verb. We can have examples like I am learning English. I am learning English. In this example, am is the auxiliary verb and learning is the action. And here it means the action, learning, is still going on as we speak to bring out the continuous aspect or the continuous tense. You can also say she is watching a video. She is watching a video. Is the auxiliary verb used in the sentence, and it is bringing out the continuous action, that is watching, meaning that the watching of the video is still going on as we speak. They are practicing grammar. They are practicing grammar, meaning that are is the auxiliary verb and practicing, which is the action, is still going on as we speak. We can also use the auxiliary verb be in the past tense form, and here we can use either was or were. We have an example for were. They were sick yesterday. They were sick yesterday. In this example, sick is not an action. Sick is a state. That's that state of being sick. So you can see from our examples, be is used to bring out actions and also a state of being. In summary, we have looked at the auxiliary verbs, and we have agreed that the auxiliary verbs comprise of do, have, and be, in which do is used for asking questions, it is used for forming negative statements or sentences, and also for emphasis. Then the verb have is used to show completed actions, while be is used to show actions or state, or we can talk of a state of being. As we come to the end of our lesson today, I would like you to subscribe to Learn English with Smil, like and share the video, but practice daily. Make sure that you practice daily, because English learning involves much practice. You don't practice, you might not be able to get it. Till next time, bye.